And we're joined by Mr. Olumide Adeosun, who's the chairman of the Major Oil Marketers Association of Nigeria. Good morning to you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
Congratulations on becoming the chair of the Major Oil Marketers Association.
Thank you very much.
Can you tell us about the focus of your tenure and what the association is focused on?
Okay. So MOMAN's primary function is really to set the tone in the industry. We believe we are the forebearers of good governance, health and safety, and other decent operational practices within the industry. We are made up of the biggest players in the market. Majority of the CEOs come from IOCs or have IOC experience, so they bring a lot of that to bear. And what we aim to do is to engage our stakeholders to make sure that we're driving excellence in customer services, in HSEQ, as I mentioned earlier, across the industry.
Fantastic. Go ahead.
And for me, one of the big aspects that we have to look at as a body, as an industry, is in road safety at the moment.
Okay.
Every molecule of hydrocarbon that moves in this country gets done via road transport.
Right.
13% of our roads are paved. And of those 13%, some of those roads are in abhorrent condition right now. So a lot needs to be done in terms of engaging and mobilizing such that the roads are in a state that's safe enough to safeguard the lives and cargo that are being carried and transported daily across Nigeria.
Fantastic, fantastic. The workshop, what are for you the main takeaways that should get from that, what we just seen?
Yeah, so I mean, for us it was, and I heard the announcer there say that, or one of the players from FCCPC say that we invited them. Yes, we had good engagement, and what we're hoping that this session provides is a blueprint for how we engage regulators. One of the aspects of our industry is that it's heavily regulated. In Lagos State alone, there are at least 5 or 6 regulators that each has the right currently to shut down our operations.
Wow. Wow.
So you have in Lagos State, you have the Weights and Measures, you have the Lagos State Building Control Agency, you have Nostra, you have the local government councils, and then there are also the softer disruptions to our business via host communities, area boys who demand money from our transporters so that they can have right of passage. So what this does is it provides a blueprint for how we believe regulatory bodies should be engaged. It's through dialogue. And there are 3 main tenets to it. One is engagement. We engage with all stakeholders, the trade unions, the public, the general public, very important. The general unions, as well as the regulators, we all come together. And really it's about engagement there. Then communication, it's about really making sure that we're getting the messaging right. So if we take something as sensitive as subsidy removal, which we are very empathetic.
Right.
It's not going to be easy for anybody. And we know that the people that will suffer the most are the people who are already having struggles, daily struggles in meeting these daily economic needs of life. So we're very empathetic. And we think that the communications that should go out should really start to address, should really be about change management. There's no big bang to this thing. We should stop shocking the public. We should phase the communication with them, prepare them for what's about to happen, tell them why we're doing it, which is that we're trying to preserve the sovereignty of this country for our children. That we're trying to make sure that we have an economic framework that is sustainable. Spending 40 billion naira in subsidy, that translates to about 111 naira today's price in under recovery payments that PPMC makes to the government. It's an awful lot. And really the people that are benefiting from it are not the general public. It's people like us who drive big cars who are actually benefiting from this subsidy. So it needs to stop. So, and the last piece around it, so that's the communication piece. And then we also need to communicate what sort of palliatives we're going to put in place, right? It's going to cost that much more. How do we solve it? Well, if you're in a go-slow, turn off your engine, reduces the amount of petrol you spend. If you're carrying lots of cargo, it increases the amount of petrol you use. So we really need to help people out. We need to improve the transportation system, the public transportation system, so that it moves out.
Mr. Adeosun, I have to have you back on the show. All right, Mr. Olumide Adeosun, chairman of the Major Oil Marketers Association of Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.